3 years ago, the Philippine Development Plan or PDP 2011 to 2016 was launched. This plan sought to reduce poverty and inequality and promote inclusive development. Today, the country's economy continues to perform strongly amidst natural disasters and global uncertainties. Reforms in tax collection, revenue administration, and expenditure management have provided the government with substantial resources to fund new initiatives and expand existing ones. With its solid political legitimacy and relatively stable peace situation, the present government is in a position to institute wide-ranging economic and social reforms in pursuit of inclusive development. Challenges, however, remain in ensuring that growth benefits all Filipinos. While the unemployment rate has remained within the 6.8 to 7.2% target range, we need to reduce the underemployment rate, which is still close to 20%. An even bigger challenge is bringing down the poverty rate to 18 to 20% by 2016. A review of the first 3 years of the PDP reveals the following lessons. First, good governance is an effective platform upon which strategies should be implemented. Second, macroeconomic and political stability fuels positive expectations that lead to growth. Third, economic growth is necessary but not sufficient for poverty reduction. Fourth, development strategies need to have spatial and sectoral dimensions to ensure inclusive growth. And lastly, disasters can reverse the gains and even push back development. Based on these lessons, we updated the Philippine Development Plan. The PDP Midterm Update includes strategies and upgrades on key programs and activities to speed up the creation of high-quality jobs, reduce poverty, and achieve inclusive growth. Accomplishments will be measured in terms of the following: rapid and sustained economic growth, creation of high-quality employment and reduction of underemployment, reduced incidence of income poverty. Poverty is not just about low incomes, but deprivation in various dimensions like health, education, access to water, sanitation, secure housing, and others. Thus, we are committed to expanding people's access to opportunities and improving overall quality of life. We recognize that a country's overall development ultimately results from the dynamism of the private sector. The PDP Midterm Update emphasizes the government's role in promoting competition and making it easy for firms and entrepreneurs, regardless of size, to do business in the country. For investments to continually rise, we have to make sure we have a stable and predictable market environment while we continue efforts to reduce the cost of doing business. Government continues to invest in adequate and good quality infrastructure such as intermodal transport, power supply facilities, and logistics. Job creation requires raising productivity and sustaining growth in the agriculture, industry, and services sectors. Investing in research and development is crucial. It is also important to have strong linkages between agriculture and industry to expand markets and diversify sources of income. Rural infrastructure will thus be enhanced by connecting production areas with markets and providing facilities that expand production and technology choices to farmers and fisherfolk. In industries, the government will support mutually agreed upon work arrangements that will increase efficiency, simplify operations, promote employment, and protect basic rights of workers. The following subsectors will be encouraged, considering their potential for generating employment and achieving rapid and sustained growth. To make growth more inclusive, we need to equalize opportunities for people to be employed, acquire assets, and improve their quality of life. People should have access to basic social services, stronger social safety nets, and social protection programs against adversities. Thus, under the PDP, basic healthcare will be made more accessible to all. The Philippine Health Insurance, or PhilHealth, will increase its coverage and benefits. Clinical competencies in family planning and maternal and child care services will be improved, and public healthcare facilities will be upgraded. In education, the K-12 program will enhance the academic learning of Filipino students by providing adequate instructional and educational facilities and teachers' training. This will be complemented by more responsive technical vocational education and training, or TVET programs, to develop workers' competencies and life skills required by entrepreneurs and firms in key growth areas. The Community-Based Employment Program, or CBEP, will also be redesigned as a social protection mechanism such that unskilled workers may be employed in government projects during crisis or lean periods. To help increase the country's resilience to disasters, local development plans must increase communities' capacity to adapt to climate change and reduce disaster risks. The government shall develop and adopt more effective assessment tools for identifying vulnerable communities and mitigating disasters. Substantially bringing down poverty requires time and sustained effort, as experiences of other countries have shown. To ensure that the PDP midterm update will have an immediate and palpable impact on people's lives, key growth strategies will unleash the potentials of all sectors in the regions and provinces where the poorest and most vulnerable are found. The PDP midterm update focuses government interventions on a number of poor provinces chosen according to 3 categories. Category 1 consists of provinces with rapid growth opportunities, but where the poorest families are left behind. In these provinces and cities, we need to 1. Improve physical infrastructure to enhance trade and mobility. 2. Improve the skill sets of poor families and help match these skills with the needs of employers. And 3. Expand growth and employment opportunities in these provinces with IT, BPM, and tourism, as well as create potential growth drivers in agro-industry, manufacturing, and logistics. Category 2 provinces are those with limited growth opportunities. These provinces also experience conflict and frequent disasters that worsen poverty. For these provinces, we need to 1. Ensure provision of basic social services that promote economic and physical mobility, partnered with opportunities. 2. Expand and promote the number of agri-based small businesses and connect them to service providers in more developed areas of the region. This is a way of creating jobs and ensuring incomes. And 3. Strengthen peace efforts where there is armed conflict. Category 3 includes provinces that are prone to natural and man-made hazards. In these provinces, even the marginally non-poor people can quickly slide into poverty due to natural disasters. Thus, we need to make these provinces more resilient to the impacts of natural disasters by updating geohazard maps, land use plans, and local development plans, and by training residents on disaster response. We also need to build resilient structures that could serve as evacuation centers in each of these vulnerable LGUs. Effective implementation of the Philippine Development Plan calls for convergence and coordination among agencies at different levels. This must be accompanied by strong partnerships with the private sector, civil society, and international development partners. As we updated the Philippine Development Plan, regional development councils across the country have also updated their respective regional development plans. By converging and complementing our efforts, we believe we can create greater impacts on the lives of all Filipinos in all parts of the country. As we move forward into the future, it is up to us to ensure that development efforts will transcend political differences and that positive changes will endure beyond 2016. Together, let us double our efforts to ensure that every Filipino will be able to contribute to and benefit from the country's development.